Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Hi, Teresa Cherry. Hi, Donna Sue. Hi, Julie. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Carol. Hi, Sue. Troy, Troy. Everybody sing hi, Troy, Troy. I can't see you. I know you're there. Hi, Dina. Hi, Trina. How are you? How's everyone doing on this lovely Wednesday? Y'all, I have a sweater on today. I'm paying for it because I'm really hot, but I'm determined that if I have a sweater on, that it's going to get cooler. Sound is so good today. Yeah, really strange, right? Because I didn't do a doggone thing different. I didn't do a thing different. For 102 episodes, I have not done one thing different. Told you guys, it's not me. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Miss Edie. Thank you, Miss Linda. So I do have something to ask y'all, though, because y'all rattled me on Monday about my sound and was convinced that it was me. Do you guys know that if you hit the screen, that there is actually a master sound on both YouTube and Facebook? So if you hit the screen, there's an actual volume here. Do you guys see this? And you can scale it up and down. No, I didn't change a thing purposely. I purposely didn't change a thing because I know it's not me. If anybody's tech savvy, it's me. I've got more gadgets and gadgets going on right now than any creator does. I guarantee it. Turn it down, Troy. See, I know I can hear myself on Troy's phone. Hi, Miss Kathy. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sheila. So, you guys, I got my mixed palette stuff today, and I'm so super excited. You guys know that I want to do a class with a shadow box, but I've been trying to figure out how to do that the best way because of shipping, because, you know, my main thing with doing classes is I don't want the classes to be expensive at all, and I don't mind putting a kit together, but I don't want you to pay $30 in shipping either for a kit. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Sue Russin. Hi, Jan. I've never had a problem hearing you on Facebook. I know, Miss Kathy. I know. When more than half is saying that they can hear me fine, and then I go and watch the replay and it's fine, I know it's not me. So, right, Carol? I know. Hi, Miss Wanda. So, I contacted my friend, I told you guys, Nicole from the Mixed Palette, and hi, Nicholas's Adventuring Journey. Hi, I hope you're here for crafting. So, anyhow, let me put my, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the board. Let me put my screen. Hi, Jill, how are you? Good evening. Alright, so let's do this. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you, thank you. I'm tech savvy, but I can't find the volume slide that you're talking about. It's on both. It's on both. It's on YouTube and Facebook. When you tap the screen, there's a little speaker, and you can slide it up and down on Facebook and left to right on YouTube. Okay. So let me show you guys, but we're not going to talk about the sound today because you guys, I was rattled on Monday. I know I can be heard, so I don't want to talk about sound. I was so rattled on Monday, I couldn't even function. Okay, let me show you. Look at y'all. This is the shadow box. Look how flat that is. Hi, Annette. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Look at that. This is so amazing, y'all. I am going to be able to put a kit together. Yep, I'm trying to find my avenue of crafting. I'm on the autism spectrum and have ADHD. Awesome! Well, hopefully you'll get some ideas. hopefully you'll get some ideas. And everybody here is so helpful and amazing, so hopefully you enjoy some of the crafting. Hi, Helen. So this will be the shadow box. There'll be an option for you to buy the kit or for you to even get it on her site. But I will do this over the weekend. I'll put together our sample and then see, you know, who's interested in the class. But I also wanted to show you some other stuff I got. Look at this is a nutcracker. Look at how big he is. Isn't that cool? That's the nutcracker. She's got some more really cool trees. She has the coffee, the hot cocoa, and then a hot cocoa stand. And then I got the hot cocoa ATCs because I think those are so cute. But look at these, you guys. You guys know that I make my own tags for all of my presents. Look at all these different tags. So they have a bunch of, like, there's an elf, there's a deer. She has the tags on there. This has the gingerbread man. I'm so excited to do these. I cannot wait. They're going to look so cute on the presents. I cannot wait. So, hi, Sharon. I just want to tell you again, Sharon, I am so sorry. I am so thankful. I've never had anybody send me so many stars before, and to not even say thank you on Monday, I'm so sorry. So in front of everybody, I thank you for your generosity. It's never expected, but I appreciate it so very much. So thank you so much, and I'm so very sorry again for not saying thank you on Monday. I know, Elizabeth, right? How cute, right? Okay, so on Monday, as rattled as I was still able to get some trim on here. I can hear my big mouth. Let me turn down the volume everywhere. So, I got some of the wood bin trim. All of this stuff is in the description today. And then if you can see, remember, we connected to rice paper. So what we need to do today is paint the trim. I'm thinking what I'll do is use the Waverly Dusk. I haven't used this in such a long time, but I think it'll look really pretty. And we'll just do the top for right now. And then what I think I want to do is use some of the chameleon waxes in the blue and the white gold, which you know are my favorites, and then do some gold as well. And then also, I do have the epoxy resin out. Oh, I'm sorry, Onyx baby girl. I didn't mean to scare you. But also, we might do some stickle work on here before we pour the epoxy, or I do have some of the Totally Dazzled gems out. So, how did I miss this segment? No, please don't be sorry. You're crafting. We don't expect you to catch them. Yes, but that more than deserved a thank you, Sharon. So I just, like I said, I'm so very sorry and appreciative. Do you guys see? I made my Lazy Susan last night. I put my butterflies, and if you can see, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but there's a bunch of really neat positive affirmations all over. So anyways, I finally have a Lazy Susan, and I did epoxy the top of this as well. Hi, Leona. Alright, so once again, this is the Waverly Chalk Paint in Dusk. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Hi, Gwen. How are you? Thank you, Lynette. So, this is a color. And as you can tell, it's a pretty good, whoa, wrong one. It's a pretty good match for, I'm trying to fix the, for what we have going on here. So let's paint this first. I was fixing to say, when did I miss the Lazy Susan? Love it. I did it yesterday. So what I did, these are the diamond transfers. And then I just, I I sanded them back and kind of distressed them. And then these are, they're all Prima transfers except for the positive affirmations. They're $49 in market. So, all right, so see that color? I thought it would be like a really pretty soft color, and it brings out a little bit of the background. So, hi Jamie, I may miss Friday's live as I will be in Jersey visiting family and friends. I don't want to, oh, but that's gonna be so much fun, visiting family and friends. There's always the replay, you know. Families come first. I appreciate you being here as often as you are, though, Elizabeth. So how is everybody's weather? What's everybody's weather like? I'm telling you guys, I'm willing the cool weather. I was like, I know putting on this sweater, I'm gonna pay for it because it's gonna be hot, but I have the fan on, you know, that's always, but like maybe if I put on a sweater, you know, it'll feel like it's winter coming, because you know, we're just gonna skip way over fall because that's practically over. Okay, so I am not going to mess with painting right down here right now. I'll get a smaller detailed brush. You want me to help you put that in there? If you happen to be new here or you're watching the replay, please say hello. I would love to say hi, even if you are watching on replay. And if you are not subscribed to my Telegram, it might be something that you want to think about doing. It's a free app, but it does give you notifications 15 minutes. Well, I send mine usually 15 minutes before I'm going to go live. And that's all I do. I don't spam or do anything else. Hi, Diana. How are you? Did I just see you say sun shining? Wow, Carol, see? Sun is shining. I missed the Zoom Sunday. My daughter and BFF had oh, Miss Wanda, that's amazing. Happy belated birthday, Miss Wanda. I'd be sorry for missing the Zoom. You was having a party to get spoiled. That's awesome. A surprise party for you. That's amazing. I hope you had a great time. My weather was worse for my menopause was 90? Oh! Hi, Carol. Hi, Colleen. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Marianne. Cold and cloudy. Ugh. I am good, Diana. When you pour your Lazy Susan, do you just let it pour off the edges? No, I do not let it pour off the edges. I control my resin so it doesn't pour off the edges. So I do a controlled pour, and I move my resin to the edges with like a spatula. I don't pour my resin on the edges per se. Like I wouldn't pour out here. I move it from the inside out, so I do a controlled pour so it doesn't over pour on the edges. I know that we were talking about this on Zoom, and Elizabeth has poured resin and has poured it on the edges. I don't do that though. My work surface is on the top. I'm not so much worried about the sides, so because I will tell you, pouring resin and getting it on the sides and trying to control it, it is, you know, it's challenging, and you will have to do a lot of babysitting until that open time closes, basically, because it's going to want to run everywhere. So breezy and chilly and cloudy in Delaware. Oh my goodness. The one that I use for this one, Julie, is the Amazing Clear Cast. So it's, I either use, oh no, I lied. I used the countertop resin for this one. I lied, I fibbed. I told you a fib. Because I was going to use more of it, so I did not. I know, I like this color, right? I forget about, it's funny because the Waverly plaster is my, you know, I use that for a base on everything. You guys, you see that. It's that plastic, like, bottle that I always pull out. That's the Waverly in plaster. But I forget about all my other colors. But if you do not have the Waverly, this one in Dusk, and you have the Pentart in the Country Blue, that one would also look good. Because I actually did pull that out. Because I was going to use that one at first. That's the Country Blue. And then as I was putting something away, I seen this one. I went, hey, I will use that today. Yeah, it's hard, Elizabeth, doing the sides. What are you pointing at, son? You don't lie. You get mixed up. Exactly, Colleen. Okay, so if you can tell, there's a bunch of little beading. So I'm going to get a little bit of a stiffer brush to get in all the nooks and crannies of the beading. But it'll also, I don't want it to be a flimsy brush that'll get up onto the paper. So I'm just going to get a stiffer brush to get into the little beads here. So hi Beth, how are you? I have 2 more I can do to sell. Thank you, Marianne. I think that's awesome, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, how are you selling them? Or do you have a website, or is it just word of mouth? People are seeing them and loving them. Because if you have a, like an Etsy store or something, please share it so that people can check you out. And I don't know if she wants me to say anything, so I'm not going to say her name. But someone messaged me the other day and said that they're going to be starting to do lives next year. So that'll be fun. I'm excited for her. I'm sure we will also go over and support her. Like I said, I don't know if she wants to say anything just yet, but I'm excited. I think it's awesome when you guys, you know, sell your own stuff or starting lives or anything like that. I think that's so amazing. Not that I have anything to do with that or anything, but I want to be able to support you guys. like you guys are always here supporting me. Okay, it's Jamie. I didn't know, Jamie, if you wanted me to say anything yet. I don't know, Miss Kathy. We have to decide. Oh, Beth. I'm so sorry. Miss Kathy, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the legs yet. We have to decide if we're just going to leave the legs like this in the natural wood state, or if we want to, you know, either color match them to this. I don't know. You guys, I kind of left it open when we were starting this on Monday. So I don't know what you guys would think. If you guys think we should leave it natural, or if we should paint it. I always do finish the bottoms. You know, I don't usually typically do that on screen because that's a lot of wasted time. So I will do the bottom. So I'm just making sure all of the little beading is done at the top here, and making sure all of the little leaves have gotten paint, because there's some little crevices here that got missed. Before I saw the legs, I thought it was a ping pong paddle. It does look like that, doesn't it? It's like a little, it came from Michael's. They call it, like, it says cottage kitchen pedestal. And then when I try to find the name of it, I think it said like a cutting board something or another. I don't know, but yeah, it does look like a ping pong paddle, doesn't it? That's funny. It's like the little, I don't know, like a little charcuterie board. Okay, so we've got most of that all done. Like I said, the only thing left would just be the bottoms. Now that's all I'm going to see is a ping pong paddle. It does, right, Carol? I love this color. Like I said, I always forget about the Waverleys, because they're such big. Posh Chuck, hi, who is that? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Beth. You are definitely, well, you guys are always in my prayers, but definitely hope that you get some relief. Golly. Beth, it's been a while now, right? That this has been, that you've had the shingles? Oh, Solly Joe, how are you? Thank you for being here. Okay, you guys, I do see a little bit here that we need to wiggle the paint in a little bit. So let's wiggle it in here, just a little. And then in here, I see a little bit still of the wood color coming through. So we'll just get that a little bit. And then we'll dry it, and then we will add some of the umbra just to get some dimension in here. And then we'll go through with some waxes. Aw, thank you, Solly Joe. I was watching, well, I always watch replays, but I was watching you the other day. Solly Joe, you always create amazing things. Okay, so I'm going to take some of the antiquing paste in Umbra, and I just want you guys to know that I always like to have some dimension to my projects. I don't like leaving it just one flat color. We will go through with some of the chameleon waxes as well, but let's go in and give it some dimension first. Just came over from the... Oh, I'm sorry, Jan. Yeah, I do have... So I am streaming on Terry's Crafty Creations on Facebook, and I'm also on my main page, just Terry Lightsey. Most of the comments will be on the Terry Lightsey page. That's usually where everybody is. And then also YouTube. So I'm in 3 different places right now. So if you're not seeing all the comments or wondering, you know, if I'm just talking to myself, that's what it is. Alright, so I'm going to start in this section up here first. And I'm just going to come in with a soft cloth. And you guys will see, just by doing that, it just takes on a whole different look, right? It gives it dimension, and it's not just one flat color. And then when we come in with the waxes to highlight everything, and you can do, you know, as much or as little of the antiquing paste as you want. You can apply it again if you'd like and make it darker. So it's winter scenes and the flowers. It's in the description. I have the paper in the description, the trim is in the description, the actual pedestal is in the description. I have all the links there for you. So if you are on Facebook, it's up. If you're on YouTube, it's down. But it's there somewhere. So if you can see this side here, and then now if you look here, it just, you know, and I think this will also help us decide if we need to leave the wood or if we do something, if we paint the wood. Because actually after aging it a bit, I actually kind of like the wood in the raw state, but you guys can tell me what you think. Hi, Brenda. Jamie, if you want to just come in under your page so that way they can hit follow, that might be easier. Sometimes when a page is new, it's hard to find them, Elizabeth. So yeah, Jamie, if you just want to come in under your new page name so that way they can follow you now, please do. Okay. Alright. So I'm this down for a minute. And again, if you wanted to do a little bit more, you could. If you wanted to do less, you just wipe back a little bit more. And then I am going to actually get my soft brush so that way I don't have any of the umbra just clumped in any of the spaces. And then again, come back and wipe. Because sometimes when you have a lot of intricate spaces like this and you go through, you might get a big clump of the antiquing paste and you can't reach it. So if you take a soft brush and just kind of work it, it'll help distribute the product evenly. All right, happy with that. Ooh, that's so, it's on your bucket list to do live, Cindy? You too, oh my gosh, Treese, I think you guys all should do it. That would be awesome. Okay, so now I want to come in. First, I'm going to come in with so this is the chameleon wax paste in the white gold. You guys know that this is one of my favorites. So I'm going to come in. I have a question for you. What sealer would you use over Deluxe Paste Bordeaux Gold Decor Varnish Matte Silk? Hold on a minute. What sealer would you use over Deluxe Paste Bordeaux Gold? Okay. You can use, if you have the Pentart sealers, you can use that, but because it has a shine to it, Brenda, I would use a gloss, obviously, unless you want to mattify it down. But you can use the water-based sealer, okay? That was number one. Number two, Decor Varnish. The Decor Varnish Soft Touch or the regular? So remember, you have it's up to you if you want to dull that shine, because it will dull it. Look at that, you guys. Can you see how beautiful that is? Oh my goodness, Julie. Oh, I cannot wait to see you guys doing these lives. That's so exciting. That is amazing. And then, look at that. Can you see that? Look at how it picks up all of that dimension underneath the color, and then that white gold. Thank you. So let's keep on moving on. So I know sometimes there's a, question, especially if you're just starting out, like, oh, why would you put that umbra on, right? Like, you just destroyed that color. But you are giving your color dimension, right? You're taking it to another level when you don't just leave it as one flat color. So we've added the base color, and then we went in and we did the umbra to give it some dark dimensions, and now the dark shadowing, and now we're coming in and we're doing some highlighting. So it just, all of that just elevates your project, right? Instead of just leaving it. The blue was beautiful. Flinging paint all over. I'm just, look, look. Take it from me. I have spilled paint jars on me. Troy has come at me with paint on paint brushes. It's real life, right? You just keep on moving on. Just keep on moving on. It happens. I mean, and if somebody doesn't like it, then they're not your people. They're not your people. You don't want them watching you. If someone's giving you a hard time because, you know, something human happened, don't worry about them. They're not your people. Your people will just, you know, laugh with you and keep supporting you, and you just move on. It is the Wax Paste Chameleon in white gold. Exactly, right? Exactly. Oh, I'm telling you guys, I love this one. And I actually have the chameleon blue too, because I might put a little bit of the blue on the centerpiece. But I love the white gold. It's not so in your face, and you know, the winter scene was it's called White Winter Scene, right? So it's very like soft. So I did pull out the other gold, but I think that would be like really overpowering and, you know, kind of in your face. This one, it's perfect. Look at that. You see that? I was using Mod Podge a week ago. Didn't realize it was so liquidy. It was flying all over the place. Hi, Ari. I'm laughing with you. And then you have amazing people like Treese who can give you a crazy comeback and just tell, like Treese on Monday. I was so rattled on Monday because of all the sound issues, and Treese threw in a joke about Sunny and Cher, and I was just like, oh, I love Treese. She just brings it all back. Hi, Nicole. I know, isn't it pretty? And then we'll do a little bit of sparkle on here. And once we get the clear coat on here of the epoxy resin, it's going to be beautiful. How are you, Ari? How's your mama? Hi, Anne. Thank you for being here. I had diamond dust and glitter all over the other day. Well, you guys, okay, look. What about the day? Okay, so this is the chameleon blue. And I just want, oh, yes. You guys have to see this. Look at this. So I just put it right here. Look at that. So what about that one day, y'all, when I was using the gold flakes? Well, I say gold flakes, but it was the black, red, and gold, I think it was, and it was literally like swirling around me, and it was going all over the place, and Miss Wanda was like, I'm sure glad I don't have to clean that up. I mean, it's real life, right? Can you guys see that? Oh my goodness, look at that. So the blue chameleon with the gold chameleon with the blue underneath, the dimension. Can you see how gorgeous that is? Beautiful, right? See? So now I don't want to take away the gold, but I'm just going to come on the high leaves. What do you see? What do you see? Just on the high leaves, and just bring in some of that blue chameleon. Don't sleep on the chameleon waxes, y'all. I have all the waxes, but the chameleons are gorgeous. All right. Ooh, look at that, almost worked out even. That so cool in the back. All right, so now I have just come on the leaves and hit it with the blue. And there we go. Look at that. So now it has that soft, wintry color just like the paper. Hi, Mrs. King. Miss Wanda. Is she here? Here, if you need, if Sue might be busy. Let me grab them for you, Miss Wanda. Here is the... Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to go find myself. Hold on. Miss Wanda, if you message me, I'll send them to you. Because now I'm going to have to find you over here. And then do this. There's one of them. You're not late. Hi, Bev. How are you? Bev, you won something in my auction, but you haven't messaged me with your mailing address. So I haven't sent it out to you yet. It's actually sitting right here. So you won one of the auction prizes. Okay, and then let me get you the chameleon. You want them both, Miss Wanda, or just the white gold? Thank you. Which one is this one? Okay, so now on here, what I'm wondering is, what should we do on here, or do we want to do anything? I was thinking to crackle this. You're welcome, Bev. Both of them? Okay, I just put in the, white gold, and then this is the blue. Hold on 1 second. So now this is the blue. Sorry, I have to go out because in StreamYard I can't comment on my personal page. So there you go. Okay. I was thinking crackling this. But before we crackle, do you think we should do any blinging in here? Or not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it needs any bling or if we should just do the crackle. Okay. You guys should see both of them now. So yeah, Bev, just message me, send me a message. I thought Jamie was coming in under her page so you can follow her. Treese, you're shy? I can see that though, because when I first met you, you were quiet, but then as time went on, you opened up a little bit. Oh, she couldn't comment from her page. Really? That's weird. Okay. Alright, so let's just crackle it then. So, as always, when you're using any crackles, you want a clean, dry brush. It doesn't help if it's just a dry brush, y'all. It needs to be a clean, dry brush. Okay? Step 1 is interchangeable on all. So if you have step 1 on fine line, you have step 1 for all of them. Step 2 is what's different. This little ping pong paddle board is gonna be so stinking cute. So, it is recommended when you're doing crackle to let both steps 1 and 2 dry naturally. However, I don't have that luxury on a live, so we will accelerate the drying time by using our heat tool. But if you can, just let it dry naturally. That is what's recommended. Fine line crackle is the only crackle that you need to use solvent-based products for when you're working, when you've got it down. So no water-based products. Don't wipe anything, you know, don't use a baby wipe. Nothing like that. The fine line crackle, my favorite. You found it! You found it! Whoop, whoop, whoop! You found it! You found it! I don't need it right now. After the live. I don't need it right now. Okay, thank you. Onyx is knocking over my light. You got the fine line crackle to work on a couple different bottles. Nice!
Wow!
Okay, so when you are accelerating the drying process, you want to make sure you're keeping your heat tool moving. Do not concentrate it in one area because you will burn the product. So just keep it moving. Depending on your climate, it might take it a little bit longer to dry, but my heat gun is fairly hot. Also, when it's gone transparent, when it's gone clear, you know that step 1 is done. Sue just put in Jamie's page. Jamie, I couldn't follow your page. I had to friend request that page. Okay, Jamie, you might need to check the settings, my dear. Because if you couldn't comment, you might have to check your settings. I know, right, Bev? It's so cute. So what are you guys thinking? Are you guys thinking we should leave the wood legs in the natural state? In the natural wood? Yeah, Jamie, because sometimes the settings are automatically, like, it has locks. So you might just have to, like, check that it's okay to... What is that noise? You might have to check the settings to make sure that it's okay to comment under another business, you know, when there's another business page. Or so. It's funny. It's weird. And then it might not be set to public. It might be on private. All that stuff. Leave it natural? Okay, good. Because that's what I was thinking too. Miss Edie, how are you? I think you need to send me an update. I haven't had an update in a while. You know I need my updates. Alright, so this is almost dry. We just have this little bit here. And then we'll put on the step 2. Definitely, right, Bev? I did use rice paper. I used 2 different rice papers. Let's see if I kept them down. Ooh, I need to show you guys some of the new rice papers I got too. Oh my gosh, that scared me. There's a cat. I used the Dainty and the Queen White Winter Scenes from Decoupage Queen and Dainty and the Queen Winter Moments or something like that. Oh my goodness, you would think I would know all the names by now. White Christmas Flowers and Winter Scenes. So Dainty and the Queen White Christmas Flowers and Dainty and the Queen Winter Scenes. I did put the links in my description, Bev, so you can find them. Thank you, Bubbas. Thank you. Here you go. I know, right? So this one, the White Winter Scenes, I used it in the A3, but it's got a bunch of beautiful scenes on there. It would be so amazing for like baubles and stuff like that. And then this up here is the White Christmas Flowers, which goes with the winter scenes. Alright. So we actually blended these 2 papers together. So the step 1 is dry. Let's go ahead and there's so many. I have a hard time remembering all the names. I know, right? Well, you figure our last fall release, this past one we did 61. The Christmas, we did 30. Last fall, we did 62. So it's hard to remember them all. Okay, so we're going to come in with step 2. Another clean, dry brush. I see your little fingers coming over here, Mr. Troy Boy. What are you doing? Don't stick it in my fine line crackle, sir. No, no way, Jose. I see you coming, Troy. Don't do it. So Miriam isn't in here, but yesterday it was so cute because Miriam sent him a bunch of washable Crayola markers, the thick ones and the thinner ones. And so he was all set up yesterday on his tray with his markers, and he was writing cards. It was so cute, you guys. Hi, Tina. How are you? Troy. Jan says hi, Troy. But yeah, he was doing all kinds of work. And it was so funny because he couldn't because they were newer markers, so he couldn't get the tops to click on. So he was, little things like this are so cool, right? Because they're easy for us, but not so easy for him. But he figured out that if he just turned it upside down and pushed it on his tray, that it would snap in. So he kept doing that, and I just thought it was so cool. I was like, good job, Troy. Alright, so we'll dry step 2, same thing. You really want to keep your heat moving, but you will start seeing the cracks and then all the beautiful magic start happening. But he had a bunch of cards, like, I think they were older cards, so I think he's gonna, once he's done drawing on it and stuff, I'll send one to Miriam. We're heading to our niece's birthday party. I'll have to check out the replay. Bye-bye, Toy Troy. Bye, Anne. Have a good time at your niece's party. Thank you for stopping in. This is the fun, satisfying part, right? When you can start seeing all the cracks happen. Did you, Bev? Oh my goodness, you're gonna be addicted. You're gonna start crackling everything. Just remember a few, few things just to make sure they work. Always use a clean, dry brush with step 1 and 2. If you can let it dry naturally, that's better. But if not, just make sure you keep your heat moving. What, Papas? I'm cracking right now too. That's so awesome. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me bring it in. I don't think you'll be able to see the cracks. Hold on. Let me get the light. See, you can kind of see them a little bit starting to happen. Yeah, because people have problems with crackle. If you go into the Decoupage and Mixed Media group, there's actually a PDF file that you can download, and it's to all the tips and tricks on fine line crackle. If you just go into the, I think it's like at the top in the menus, it's like the sources and the quick tips. There's a PDF file in there that'll tell you exactly all you need to know when it comes to fine line crackle. Because fine line crackle is the only finicky crackle that we have, because it is the only one that needs to have solvent-based products used with it. So, I got it, Babas. I'm trying to clean your glasses with one hand. Decoupage and Mixed Media Inspirations. And you'll find the PDF file in there. If you just go up, at the top where it has like events, files, all of that, it's right in there. This is giving me French country Christmas vibes. I'm awesome. Okay, so, oh my God, you guys, it looks amazing. Okay, I'm actually going to turn my dryer all the way to cool, and I'm going to cool it, blow some cool air on this now. Also, Bev, on my YouTube channel, I have done tutorials on all of the crackles. So I have done it on fine line, the crackle medium, the classic crackle, random crackle. I've done tutorials on all of them. So if you go onto my YouTube, you can also search the tutorials there. Because crackle is so amazing, and I just hate when someone gets frustrated because they can't, it doesn't work for them. So, of course. Okay, so really, we're going to let this cool off just a little bit. Then we're going to go in again with the antiquing paste, which is back in stock. So if you need some, go grab it. And then we're going to go in with the gold antiquing paste. So let's grab a couple of stipple brushes. Well, actually, I guess I only need one, because that one already had the antiquing paste on there. So, alright. So, now let's go in with the antiquing paste again. Again, no water-based products from this point forward, right, on the fine line crackle. So I'm going to use a cloth, and we're going to come in here, and let me bring you down a little bit. And you're just going to do some circles. Oh my goodness. I love fine line. It makes me so happy. I got a little wild and crazy up here. And then we're going to wipe it back. And as always, I tell you guys, how much you want is your choice. You can go in and put more. You can use less. It's all up to you. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that. So I started out with the antiquing paste in Umbra. And now let's move it to the gold. Hi, so no polyacrylic. Hi, Shauna, how are you? I got frustrated watching Pentart. Chris, yours is so much clearer. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yeah, theirs is a little harder. So no polyacrylic. Polyacrylic win. After you seal it, you have to seal it first. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the antiquing paste in gold. And then we're going to come in here. I love mixing the gold and the Umbra. But you don't have to mix them. I mean, you could have just went in straight with the gold if you wanted to. Or just left the Umbra, up to you. Yes, to seal it afterwards, I would use the Pentart, the solvent-based varnish. But it needs to be a solvent-based varnish. You cannot use any water-based on fine line crackle. Oh my goodness, it will make your project yucky. You will even find, for instance, like if I were to clean off my hands with the baby wipes right now, and then I would to touch the fine line, it would stick because you can't use any water based, and yeah, you would find it'll cause a whole mess. So you see, just by putting that gold in now, mixed with the Umbra, how pretty that is. An animal collar. Oh, yeah, it's this. All right. So this is when you can take a look now and say, well, okay, I want a little bit more gold down here and here, and maybe a little bit in the flowers here. And then I'm not going to wipe back so much this time. Yay! Thank you. Hi, Christiana. How are you? Good to see you. Everyone shows the colored looking one. This way people know they both work. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so in order for me to do the clear casting resin on here, the Illuminite clear cast, which is this one, I would need to seal this first. Now you guys know I typically do not seal my projects with you guys because it stinks. Any solvent-based product is going to smell. It's going to have a very, very potent smell. So, because this is not a big piece, I'm going to go ahead and for the very first time seal it with you guys so that we can get it, put the clear epoxy on. If it was a bigger piece, no matter how big or small, it's going to smell. I'm just trying to clean up right around me here because I tend not to like so much out on my desk. Alright, so I am going to go ahead. So we have the Pentart. These are solvent based, okay? They say right on the top here. Alright, so they say right on here solvent based. There is a clear gloss and then the matte. Obviously the matte you have to shake up to move. They also have, so these are the solvent base. Here, this is what they look like. These are the water based, okay? For fine line crackle, you cannot use these. For fine line crackle, you have to use a solvent base. If it's not Pentart, that's fine, but it has to be a solvent base. So I'm going to take the gloss and I'm going to go ahead and seal this. I cannot stand the smell of this stuff. I don't know, Shannon. You know how sometimes you have a bunch of information in your head that you don't know why you have it? This is one of those, I think. Woo! Mama. Okay, so if you are sensitive to smells, you are definitely not going to like solvent-based products. You need to make sure you have a well-ventilated area. My window is open. I have an overhead fan on. I also have a fan on right here. I would not typically do this in the house. I would do this outside in my garage. Being the fact that this isn't too large of a too large of a project, I'm doing it with you guys. But yeah, if you are sensitive to smells, you're going to want to wear a respirator and definitely take it outside. Alright? It's so long. Thank you for sharing the sealing and the resin with us. I'm so sorry it smells so bad. It's okay. Good to know. I will have to purchase some. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and seal everything. If you ever purchase anything from me, it's always sealed. Actually, if you purchase anything from anyone, it should always be sealed. FYI. Especially crackles. But, you know. So, stinky! So again, it does come in the matte or the gloss. I'm going, because I have the beautiful, you know, metallic waxes and whatnot on here. I don't want to dull the shine. But again, personal preference. If you want to mattify it, please do. Alright, so I'm just going to look now to make sure that it's even and I don't have any weird things going on. So I'm just using the light to make sure that I don't have any funny brush strokes or that I didn't miss anything. There was like a little fuzz or something in there. All right. Whew, mama. Your brushes will need to be cleaned a little bit differently. I always stick my brushes. I have Dawn soap here in water. But you're going to notice, even if you're using the scrubby soap, you're going to need to work like some, I work Dawn dish soap in through the brushes. I use the little flea and tick comb to really get the product out. But it's going to take you a minute to get that brush clean. You just had to open it to smell it. I don't think it smells that bad. Are you crazy, Jamie? Woo! It's potent. It is very potent. Julie, if you have smelled anything solvent-based, I don't know. It's my personal opinion. All solvent-based products smell the same. It has a very, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so strong, and it's not a pleasant smell at all. It's just not a pleasant smell. DuraClear is water-based. Yes, Sue is completely right. You think it smells a little stronger than spray paint fumes? Oh yeah. Like when I'm using my Rust-Oleum or, spray paint, that's not nearly as bad as this stuff. If anybody's used the liquid patina solvent-based smells the same way. I don't know. I don't think I'm sensitive to smells. I smell very well. I have a good sniffer. I always say I can't see well, but I have a good sniffer. Troy, are you okay? But it's not a pleasant smell. It's not a pleasant smell. I agree with you, Terry, about all smelling the same. I don't like Waverly paint because of the smell of it. Really? The flea and tick comb appeared and made my eyes go wide. We crafters have unique tools. Well, Lori, if you've ever thought about it, when you have, hi Patty, when you have the gook and grime in your paintbrush, if you think about it, look at that. You can wiggle a flea and tick comb in there, and you can get all the grimies out of there with a flea and tick comb. How are you doing, Patty? I have nasal issues and I can smell it. Yeah, see? I can get a flea and tick comb from work tomorrow. All right. So it doesn't take long to dry, but the smell, even when it dries, the smell will still be there. Because that's how potent it is. I mean, you guys tell me. I mean, there's been a couple here that says that they don't think it smells bad, but I don't know. That's ingenious. I'm on a little break at work. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm determined for cooler weather, so I try to trick myself and put on a sweater today, Patty, but all I did was make myself suffer because now I'm hot. Like the Dollar Tree makeup brushes for blending. Yes, exactly. That's a cool trick. Got to get one and try it on the brushes I thought were... No, Cindy! Get a flea and tick comb. I have like 3 different combs. And flea and tick combs. And nope, it gets all of that gook out of there. I keep putting on it and take... I know. Thank you, Bev. I just finished it the other night. So, all right. So now we have our little board. It's all done with the exception of me doing the underside later. So we have just covered it with the solvent-based varnish. Now I am going to get my Alumilite clear cast resin, and we will do a pour on just the top here, which will in turn make it food safe. Aw, thank you. That's so kind. Thank you, Bev. It's 55 here on the East Coast, Mid-Atlantic. The other day, Trevor wore shorts to school. To the university. He was like, Mom, do you think it's going to be too cold for this? I was like, cold? Cold? Not cold. Okay. So let's get part A and B. You guys know, you've seen me do quick cast resin quite a few times. I do not mix in separate cups. I always do it in the same, but if you're not comfortable doing it this way, please, by all means, you know, do it how you're comfortable. If you need to pour A and then pour B and then mix them together, do that. The epoxy resin has a longer open time, so you have a little bit longer to work with. Okay, now, Elizabeth, I don't think this smells. Oh, Lord. 0.77. I got a little excited with this one. I gotta even it out. So it's equal parts of A and B. All right. So, oh, I didn't put batteries in my, I have a little, oh, it's fine. My little resin stir. I don't smell anything on this one. That's weird. Really? See, I don't smell anything on the resin. The the Alumilites, I don't think have a smell at all. Betty, you don't deal with anything that smells? So I'm just mixing my resin. Oh, Miss Linda, it's amazing. So this one, I believe it's in my Amazon store. I'm pretty sure. You have a gadget known to man. You have every gadget known to man. Okay, so while that is mixing, I am going to get my silicone. So I use a paddle like this, my silicone stirs. This is mainly what I will use to move around the resin. So I will pour my resin in the middle and push it out to the edges, so that way I don't get over pour on the outside. How do you clean your mixer? 99% isopropyl alcohol. I wipe it with isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, I don't know. Lori, we've talked about this. I know exactly what you mean. I'm not on a harsh chemo anymore. I take daily chemo, oral. But I don't know. I don't smell anything. Okay, I shouldn't say don't smell anything. There is a light smell with this, but nothing close to what I smell with the solvent based. Nothing close. All right. So I am just going to start in the middle. This is self-leveling. So I'm going to start in the middle and then I'm going to work out. Again, you have an open time of about 20-25 minutes. So just kind of like when you're doing your cake, right? So I am literally going to work in the middle with my product and push out to the sides. If I were to pour around like this on the side, that's how you get the over pour and it wants to spill over on the edges. If I push out the product that I need, then there isn't anything to spill over. Because remember, I'm not trying to, if I had put down some bling or something like that, then I could, do a deeper pour. But this is just a protectant coating, if you will, on top of this. So I don't need a thick pour on this. Patty, I am a stage 4 breast cancer fighter since 2008. So I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer in 2008. I've gone through all the radiations, all the different chemos you can think of. It's come back 3 times. But the last few years it's been asleep and I just take oral chemo daily. But it's been asleep, it's been behaving, so yeah. I try to tell it not to mess with me. I try to tell it I was the wrong one. So again, I am using the light to my advantage to see if there's any dips or anything where the resin is not. And again, you don't have to worry about, this level here, I've got to spread this out here. It will self-level. All you want to do is just make sure you have it all covered, and then it will self-level by itself. So this is when it's really good to have a lazy Susan. Now, what I will do with this, especially because I do have dogs, right? I will put a cover over this, and I won't touch it until tomorrow. It's best that you just let it cure for at least 24 hours before you touch it, but I wouldn't do anything to it for 72 hours. Are you really, Patty? Oh, wow. Yep. It's come back 3 times. Everywhere. So it originated in my breast, metastasized to my L5, my C4, my liver, came back to my ribs, came back to it. It tried, but I was like, no. My Troy needs me. No, ma'am. My Troy needs me. You need to quit messing with me. So hopefully it's given up. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit more here. Now I'm going to bend down and make sure that as I see the light hit it, that there's no dips anywhere. And when I say dips, it's because, right, it can create like a little pocket where there's no resin. And you don't want that. Okay, so now that I know that the resin is everywhere, there are a couple of tiny bubbles. It needs some right there. There are a couple of tiny bubbles, and that's an easy fix. All you need to do is turn on your heat gun. Now, I don't use my big heat gun for this. I will use my little one because the big one will blow the resin, and I don't want it to blow it around. I just want to pop the bubbles. So I'm going to use this one. Yes, we are definitely sisters for sure. Oh, wow. Yeah, unfortunately, we have or either been touched or know somebody that's been touched by this awful disease, but oh, thank you guys. I lost one niece to breast cancer. Her sister had a double mastectomy many years ago and is still going strong. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that was my thing, you know, my mom has she had heart disease, you know, had open heart surgery. She has, you know, rheumatoid arthritis, all the things, right? And I was prepared. I was prepared for heart problems, all things. Then when the doctor said cancer, I was like, huh? So it was an abnormal genetic mutation. It's not in my family, but it decided to try to play with me. But I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. I got my Troy and my Trevi. They need me, because they were 8 and 7. 7 and 8. Yep. Hi, Miriam. Okay, so I'm just literally, you guys are familiar with this, you know. I just use this to pop my bubbles because I don't want, my big one will blow it, and I don't want to blow the resin over the epoxy over the edges, right? So I just want to pop any bubbles that I see, and then I use the light to make sure, like I said, that there isn't any pockets of missing resin anywhere. And if that's not making sense, it's like if you pour your resin and everything is wet and you have like a dry spot, it almost, there's like a wall. So you actually need to make sure that you push the resin into those little spots. Otherwise, when it goes to dry, you will see like little dips of places that don't have resin, because it's, you know, it just didn't get spread to that area. So using the light, that's what I can see, is they're little itty bitty pin drop sizes where there's no resin. So I'm just gonna go in and just make sure I tap it in there. Hi Miriam, how are you? And then I'll pop a couple of those bubbles again. And then when we come back on Friday, I will show you, because it will be all set up and dry. But I will put a cover over this so there's no hair or anything that can get into the resin. And then I will put it up in the cupboard and just let it stay. I believe speaking to it makes you stronger. I didn't know how strong I really was. Yes, you know what? Yes, I truly believe that. I believe that, Patty. All right. I just got done spending the day with my grandparents. Oh, yay! So that is I cannot any longer pick it up because it does have the epoxy on there. But I will show you I thought there was a little dip right there, but it's the light. But I will show you guys on Friday what it looks like. Because like I said, I'll put it up. I will cover it, put it up, and let it dry. And then I'll show you guys. Isn't it this a wonderful thing how we can all support each other and more than just exactly. I love that. How is Bailey doing? So Bev, make sure you send me your address. Yeah, Lori, you know, if you ever need anything, need to scream at anybody, you know you can always message me. Anytime. So I hope you have a wonderful evening too, Shauna. I will see you guys on Friday. I will show you the finished. You get away from this, mister. Get I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. I will see you on Friday. Until then, stay safe. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I'll talk to you soon. Troy's tried to peek his head around the corner, but he just can't. Talk to you soon. Bye.